Diddy's downfall, from mansion to Mackerel and sex trafficking scandal. Once a titan of the music industry, draped in diamonds and dripping in wealth, Sean Diddy Combs now faces a stark reality. Stripped of his empire and confined to a Brooklyn detention center, his story is a cautionary tale of power, alleged abuse, and a spectacular fall from grace. Give a like and subscribe, leave a comment. Diddy's opulent lifestyle has been replaced by the cold, harsh confines of the Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, in Brooklyn. Forget lavish parties and private jets. His currency now is the humble $1 can of Mackerel, a far cry from the champagne wishes and caviar dreams he once indulged in. He's currently residing in 4 North, a dormitory-style unit within the MDC. This unit houses approximately 20 inmates, a mix of high-profile individuals and those considered at risk. Imagine the conversations, the tension, the sheer awkwardness of sharing a space with such a diverse group. Interestingly, 4 North is known for being more lenient than other sections of the MDC. Inmates have a degree of freedom to move around the unit, a small comfort in an otherwise restrictive environment. It's a far cry from solitary confinement, but still a world away from his former life. The unit itself is basic but functional. Bunk beds line the walls, and a communal TV flickers with the glow of daytime programming. A microwave offers a small degree of culinary independence, and a gym provides a space for physical activity, a way to burn off the stress and boredom. Correction officers maintain a watchful presence, conducting multiple daily check-ins. These are constant reminders of the loss of freedom, the ever-present surveillance that now defines Diddy's existence. Every move is monitored, every interaction scrutinized. Meals are taken in a common area, a stark contrast to the private chefs and gourmet dining he was accustomed to. Imagine the former mogul queuing up for prison food, a humbling experience that underscores the magnitude of his fall. Tablets are available for inmates to watch movies and listen to music, a small window to the outside world. However, there's no internet access, cutting him off from the digital realm he once dominated. He can't even Google himself to see what the world is saying. Inmates are allowed to spend up to $180 every fortnight at the commissary. This allows them to purchase items like Snickers bars, a pricey $5.95 for a 6-pack, and Cheez-Its, $3.65, small luxuries that offer a momentary escape from the monotony of prison life. Diddy's days are now structured by the rigid schedule of prison life. Gone are the spontaneous decisions and the freedom to dictate his own time. Every moment is accounted for, every activity dictated by the institution. Frequent meetings with his legal team consume a significant portion of his day. He has access to a laptop for legal work, but without internet access, its utility is limited. It's a constant battle to prepare his defense within the confines of his confinement. His once meticulously groomed appearance has also suffered. His hair and beard are now gray, a stark reminder of the stress and age he's enduring. Hair dye is forbidden, stripping him of one of the last vestiges of his former image. He's forced to wear the standard-issue brown jail clothes, a uniform that erases individuality and reinforces his status as an inmate. The clothes are a constant reminder of his loss of power and control. The rotating prison canteen menu offers little in the way of culinary excitement. He's subjected to the same bland institutional food as every other inmate, a far cry from the gourmet meals he once enjoyed. Visitors are only allowed on Tuesdays, a brief respite from the isolation of prison life. These visits are a lifeline, a connection to the outside world that helps him maintain his sanity. Phone calls are capped at 15 minutes and are constantly monitored. Every conversation is scrutinized, every word potentially used against him. He must carefully choose his words, knowing that his privacy is non-existent. The trial is set to begin with jury selection on May 5th, a pivotal moment that will determine his fate. The stakes are incredibly high, and the outcome will have a profound impact on his life and legacy. Opening statements are expected on May 12th, setting the stage for a legal battle that promises to be both explosive and deeply disturbing. The world will be watching as the prosecution and defense present their cases. Diddy faces serious charges, including racketeering and sex trafficking. These are not minor offenses. They carry the potential for decades behind bars, effectively ending his career and destroying his reputation. Prosecutors allege that Combs used his immense influence to sexually abuse women between 2004 and 2024. These allegations paint a picture of a man who abused his power to exploit and harm vulnerable individuals. The defense, however, argues that the case is an attempt to demonize consensual sex acts. They claim that the prosecution is trying to twist the narrative to fit their agenda, ignoring the complexities of adult relationships. The defense is seeking to question potential jurors extensively about their views on sex, drugs, and violence. They want to ensure that the jury is impartial and not swayed by preconceived notions or biases. They also want to know if potential jurors have watched documentaries about Diddy, recognizing the potential for these films to influence their opinions. The media coverage surrounding the case has been intense, and the defense wants to mitigate its impact on the jury. The draft questionnaires include questions about a wide range of serious crimes, including kidnapping, arson, bribery, obstruction of justice, drug distribution, forced labor, sex trafficking, and transportation for purposes of engaging in prostitution. The sheer breadth of these questions underscores the gravity of the allegations against Diddy. The questionnaires warn that graphic videos and photographs that show physical violence and include sexually explicit scenes and language could be presented as evidence during the trial. This is a clear indication of the disturbing nature of the evidence that the jury will be exposed to. Prosecutors allege that the abuse included having women take part in recorded sexual performances called freak-offs with male sex workers, who were sometimes transported across state lines. These allegations paint a picture of a deeply disturbing and exploitative environment. Prosecutors plan to present video of Combs assaulting Cassie, a key piece of evidence that could significantly damage his defense. The video is a visual representation of the alleged abuse, making it a powerful and potentially devastating piece of evidence. The defense argues that prosecutors have built their case on charges that try to demonize sex acts between consenting adults. They claim that the prosecution is attempting to sensationalize the case and manipulate the jury's emotions. The defense believes it is important that potential jurors be allowed to write candidly about the unprecedented and negative media attention that they may have been exposed to related to Mr. Combs. They want to understand how the media coverage has shaped the jurors' perceptions of the case. Defense lawyers also asked that jurors be asked to tell if they've watched shows on television titled The Fall of Diddy, Diddy Do It?, The Downfall of Diddy, and Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. This highlights the defense's concern about the potential for media bias to influence the jury. Prosecutors criticized the defense's proposed 72 questions as utterly irrelevant to the ability to serve on a jury. This is a clear indication of the tension and disagreement between the two sides as they prepare for trial. Judge Arun Subramanian has told lawyers that questionnaires will be distributed to hundreds of prospective jurors at the end of April so that questioning of prospective jurors can begin on May 5th, with opening statements likely on May 12th. The trial is rapidly approaching, and the legal teams are working tirelessly to prepare their cases. Diddy's story is a stark reminder that power and wealth do not guarantee immunity from the law. His fall from grace is a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power and the consequences of alleged abuse. Will justice be served, or will this become just another scandalous chapter in the annals of celebrity crime? Now, we want to hear from you. What do you think about the allegations against Diddy? Do you believe he will be found guilty? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth coverage of true crime stories and scandalous celebrity downfalls. Click the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. And if you found this video informative, share it with your friends and family. Let's start a conversation about power, abuse, and the pursuit of justice.